Wendy's first quarter, Greg Pogue.
Joe Dubin.
And Brad Hopkins.
Hey, man, the hits keep on coming this hour.
I don't recognize this one, though, Greg.
Yeah, we started out with Vince Gill, Vanderbilt football coach James Franklin, and in studio, yes, indeedy, Roddy Piper. Good morning.
You're slumming now, aren't you? Glad to be here. How you guys doing?
This show is it's mapping out like I planned it. By now, I figured you'd have Greg in the figure four or some sort of headlock or something, but, I guess we'll get to that later on.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks for joining us today.
It's a pleasure. I love Nashville.
I will say this. I am a ginormous fan. I watched WWE growing up. I even watched you as a cartoon character when they did the WWE parts of that.
You were the one booing me.
I'll be honest. I got to be honest, man. You're in the studio here, and I didn't like you back then.
Yeah.
I didn't even like you when you did the Piper's Pit and stuff.
You and my wife have things in common.
Oh, not going down that road.
No, 30 years. 30 years.
Anyways,
Yeah.
so tell us, what brings you to Nashville?
Not a clue. They just point me in a direction and away I go. No, they're having one of the biggest things that I love is Make-A-Wish, and they're having an event here. They got all kinds of guys. This is my 42nd year as a pro.
Wow.
I've had over 7,000 pro fights. So after a while, you just kind of roll in like, I don't like to know what I'm doing. It's better that way, especially with Flair or Hogan. I get it. I don't even want to see them before I get in the ring. So they're going to throw some. Oh, baby,
I'm sorry.
Jesus.
Well, I'm sorry.
Dance
What was
all
that?
night, dance a little longer. Stay all night, stay a little longer. That's Flair's favorite song. But the problem is with Flair is he can't keep his clothes on. True story. There's a true story of Flair in an airplane, and I was with him. I was just a passenger. And the airplane takes off, and Rick gets up. Pipes, what do you think? I don't care. Goes in the bathroom, takes off his Armani suit. Now he's naked in the bathroom. No, you can look this up now. Puts his Nature Boy robe on, comes out, starts singing this song, and he dances. Dance all night, and he starts serving free drinks to everybody on the airplane from first class. But there's nothing under the robe, and as he's dancing, there goes the Boy Scout, there goes the nun. The plane makes an emergency landing, and they arrest me and take me to jail because I got a kilt on. True story. Look it up on the internet.
Holy cow. I got to tell you this, though. We've known you've been on for a couple of days now, and we tell people all the guests we got. I'm like, oh, okay. And then I bring your name up, and they're like, what? Are you kidding me? It's amazing. It's amazing how beloved all you guys are. Everywhere you go, people know who you are. Everywhere.
Yeah. Raw, the show Raw now goes into 150 countries every week. Mm-hmm. And so it's incredible. Because when I started, I was just a 15-year-old bagpipe player. And, it's incredible. I'm very grateful. I love them all. But I have an attitude. I'm a born heel. What you got there?
Well, I gotta make it official. Okay,
Okay.
Hey, everybody, make it official. Tomorrow night, second year anniversary event. Crossfire Entertainment presents Crossfire Wrestling, the HD 3D national television taping. It's going to be out at the Fairground Sports Arena tomorrow night. Bell time, 7 o'clock. Doors open at 6, and all of that, as you mentioned, benefiting Make-A-Wish, Middle Tennessee. So I want to make you official.
I love ya.
Now, when's the first time you put on a kilt?
The first time that I know of is that I only by a picture. I was 5 years old.
Really?
And there's only one picture of me as a kid that I have, and I came 5th in the world playing the bagpipes when I was 14. Do you know how I got my name?
How did you get your name?
Well, thanks for asking. I like you. You're right on top of it.
He's the smart one, too.
I left home when I was 13, and I lived on the street for 2 years. And I used to stay at youth hostels. And I would play my bagpipes out on the street. At midnight, under the street lamp in a kilt, I'd be playing my bagpipes for quarters. And it would take a quarter to get in the youth hostel. And this youth hostel I was in Winnipeg, Canada, was a YMCA. So, nothing else to do. I started amateur wrestling and boxing. My amateur coach, when Vern Gagne would come to Winnipeg, would be just for the night a professional referee. Somebody just didn't show up. He says, Roderick, I can get you $25 if you want to fight this guy. I'll take it. $25 as rent for half a year. And I went to the Winnipeg Arena, and I'd never seen a pro match. So I went to my pipe band. They said, we'll play you in.
Nice.
Nice. Well, I thought so. So I get to the arena. I got literally 4 full regalia pipers, a bass drummer, boom, boom, with the big fuzzy hat, 2 snares, brrrm, and me, 167 pounds. Okay. Well, you remember Mr. Perfect?
Absolutely.
It was his dad I fought, Larry the Axe Henning. 320 pounds, about 35 years old.
And how much did you weigh then?
I wrestled at 167, and my voice was still high. And Larry the Axe saw me coming down there, and the announcer didn't know who I was. And my first name is Roderick, short for Rodricker's Roddy. And the announcer literally goes like this. He's got to say something. Ladies and gentlemen, here comes Roddy the Piper. Because of the bagpipes.
Nice.
And the just got dropped. Shortest match in the history of the Winnipeg Arena. Beat me in 10 seconds, including the 3 count. Broke my nose. I got back to the dressing room. The promoter, a guy named Al Tomko, said, "Kid, you did great. How'd you like to go to Kansas City?" Is Larry Henning going to be there? You know, they put me. It's true. They put me in a van with 6 other wrestlers, 2 ladies, all as hairy as Larry.
Oh, my gosh.
Moolah. I don't know if you remember Moolah. Oh, baby Jesus. I met Moolah when I was 15 years old. There's a scar for life. And they snuck me over the border in the United States, and I never stopped.
That is awesome. And you know what? Few people realize that you were a Golden Gloves champion back in your day.
Yeah.
I don't know how much you recalled in that experience. Before 2005, this dude got inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame, Greg Pogge.
Yeah.
Actually, you know, we got to go to the break, and, of course, I expect
cool.
you to stick around.
I'd love to stick
around.
around.
Since you said you grew up in Winnipeg, kind of want to know if you feel as bad as we do here in Nashville about the missing hockey season.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Plus,
Yeah.
I got to ask you about one of the greatest movies of all time, and you know what I'm going to talk about when
Hell
we
Comes
come
to Frogtown. I never thought anybody would watch that one.
Hey, do you mind if we call this Piper's Pit?
Brother, we're on after the break. Welcome to the pit.
All right. Roddy Piper right here. Win his first quarter. 102.5 The Game, ESPN Radio, Nashville.